What's up guys, it's Hannah, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to talk about every single year of my life. I am 21 years old and I'm going to pick a song to fit every single year that I've been alive from 1 to 21. Some of these songs are going to describe my life at that time, others are going to be songs that I simply enjoyed around that age or year, and others of course came out around that time. But either way, you're gonna learn a little bit about me. It's about to get kind of personal in a way, and I encourage any other YouTubers that are into music to do this video because I think it would be pretty interesting to see what songs shaped your life as well. So without further ado, let's get into this video. I was born on June 20th, 1996, and do I even have to explain this one? My dad was always and still is a pretty huge fan of the Pittsburgh-based band Rusted Root. He would always be playing their songs and their albums around when I was little. He actually took me to see them live quite a few times when I was a kid. Send Me On My Way is their most popular song, and it came out a few years prior to this, but it was definitely pretty popular in the 90s, and it was featured in a lot of commercials and movies, and it still is today. I still find so much joy in this song. It just brings a smile to my face and makes me want to get up and dance and just be happy. The Lion King was my all-time favorite Disney movie as a kid. I literally would watch that VHS tape pretty much every single day, maybe even more than once a day. I even had the cassette tape to the soundtrack of this movie, and I would play that all the time and sing along to my little microphone to it pretty much all the time. So clearly this song brings me so much nostalgia. I think it does for a lot of people around my age. It's the opening song to the movie, and it's just such a beautiful song, honestly. I really love it, and it kind of makes me emotional sometimes when I hear it. Oh my god guys, who else knows this song word for word? I used to make videos with my friends in like first grade, second grade with this little handy cam video camera thing we had, and we would dance along and sing along, like lip syncing to this song. We thought it was so weird but like oddly enjoyable, and I still feel the same about it. Of course that was when I was around 6 or 7, not 3 as in 1999, but still that's around when the song came out, I believe.
How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way, you still think I'm crazy, standing here today.
This may surprise a lot of you, but yes, it's true. I was a pretty big hardcore fan of the song How Do You Like Me Now by TOBY. This is another song that I remember hearing my dad play a ton of times. I would also hear it on the radio and on TV, and I actually still really do like this song today. Even though I'm not a country fan whatsoever, I still think this song rocks.
I want candy.
I was hardcore obsessed with Aaron Carter when I was little, just like every other little girl around my age. He was my first crush and really the first kind of music that I ever got into as a little kid. I still have memories of me being in my basement and playing his CD, Aaron's Party I believe it was called, and I would just sing to every one of those songs, and I Want Candy was one of my favorites, even though it was a cover song. Those were such simpler times.
So here's your holiday. Hope you enjoy it this time. You gave it all away. It was mine.
In 2002, I was in first grade, and this was right around the time when my parents actually split up. And this was something obviously very difficult for me. It was kind of hard to understand and just kind of go through. But this is a song that I discovered later in life that's very relatable.
Oh girl, I think I love you. I'm always thinking of you. I want you to know I do it all for love.
Please don't cringe too hard. I was a child, okay? I remember in elementary school recess having my little portable CD player and headphones, and I would listen to this Stevie Brock CD. All for Love is the jam, okay? How bad is it that I still know every single word?
2 times I've been around that track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, 'cause ain't no hollaback girl, ain't no hollaback girl.
This my shit. Hollaback Girl was literally such a badass song to me when I was a kid. I remember my cousin showing it to me when we were so young, and I was like, whoa, there's swear words in this. And like her mom didn't care because she was playing it on the CD, and I was like, whoa, this is awesome. Like I feel so cool listening to this song. That's another great memory I have, dancing and singing along to this song when we were kids. Had no idea what the song was about, but it was enjoyable.
Because you live and breathe, because you make me believe in myself when nobody else can.
In elementary school in 2005, pretty much every single girl I knew, and pretty much every single girl like ever, was obsessed with Jesse McCartney. He was our Justin Bieber. Holy shit though, guys, Because You Live is seriously so underrated by him. Everyone talks about Beautiful Soul and all that, but have you heard this song? This is so catchy, and I still somehow know all the lyrics to it. I just played it the other day to see if I did remember it, and I know every single word. No shame there, I seriously love that song.
I've been to the year 3000. Not much has changed, but they lived underwater. And your great-great-great-granddaughter is divine.
This song was probably my first exposure to any sort of pop rock or pop punk genre. It's obviously the Jonas Brothers cover of the original by Busted, but this song literally slammed. I remember hearing it on, I think, Disney Channel. They were playing the music video or something, and I just loved it so much. I was like, wow, this is actually so good. This is another one that I would have on repeat constantly with friends because it was so much fun, and like every girl my age loved it.
Glass up in the sky, popping champagne, living my life in the fast lane. I want to change by the glamorous. Flowers.
Believe it or not, Glamorous by Fergie was my jam in 2007, and it still is. Like, I seriously love this song, and I'm not even gonna call it a guilty pleasure because I am not ashamed to admit that I love this song.
It just takes some time, little girl, in a little out the right. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright.
Rock Band motherfucking 2, guys. That was a game that I played every single day after school with my friend, and this is one of the songs that was on it. It's also like a super hugely popular song that I would hear all the time, like on the radio and whatnot, and I still love it today. It's seriously like one of the most popular like rock songs ever, and playing it on Rock Band literally made my love for it grow even further.
Things have changed for me, and that's okay. I feel the same. I'm on my way, and I say
2009 was a turning point for me where I really started to kind of get into music on my own. I actually started discovering things and looking up music without just being shown music or like hearing it on the radio and stuff. This is when I found Panic at the Disco, and when I literally got hardcore obsessed with them that summer. That Green Gentleman is such a happy, uplifting song that really takes me back to that summer when I would be sitting at my grandma's house outside, blasting Panic at the Disco, forcing her to listen to them, and just falling in love.
'Cause when you're 15, somebody tells you they love you, you're gonna believe them.
Even though this Taylor Swift song came out a few years prior to 2010, this is the dreaded year that I started high school. And this is the song that I really connected with right around that time. I really took it as advice. I was in my very first like actual relationship, middle school to high school relationship, and this song acted as a lesson for me. Go read the lyrics and you'll see what I'm talking about.
I was trying to write your love, the Jesus of Suburbia, the Bible love, none of the above, only steady tired out.
In 2010 and 11, I discovered Green Day. Of course, I knew who they were. I knew certain songs by them, but this was the year that I really kind of dove into their discography, and Jesus of Suburbia was my favorite song by them of all time, and it literally dominated my life, and it still does. It's still my favorite song by Green Day.
What is a man who lays a hand on his lover? What is a man who can't take a stand for his daughter?
In 2012, my sophomore year of high school, that was when I was first ever introduced to metalcore as a genre. I listened to Princeton Avenue by Issues, and at first I was so turned off by it. I was kind of alarmed in a way because I was so like not used to the screaming vocals and that sort of thing, but there was something about it that kept me coming back and listening to it, and it still holds up as one of my top favorites by Issues. This next one was simply my favorite song in that year. 2013, Fall Out Boy got back together, my life was whole again, and they released a brand new album, and this is one of the best songs on it in my opinion. Still a big favorite of mine.
Someday I hope to make it clear to you that success is not determined by leather-bound books and ink on paper, but rather the passion that I have found out of heartbreak and anger. I know that happiness is stability, but stability is not a desk job.
Even though I was 18 and not 19 in 2014, this song was spot on for me. My final semester of high school, graduating, picking a college and a major, deciding what I want to do with my life, it was all so scary. I had to find my path, and I decided to start this YouTube channel. I'm all for following your aspirations, no matter what other people in your life may say, so 19 is a pretty deep emotional song that describes that. My favorite turnover song, I Would Hate You If I Could, fits the year 2015 for me pretty perfectly. I was sort of feeling trapped in this long relationship that had no spark left anymore, and I stayed because it was convenient and what I knew. And if you read the lyrics to this song, it completely describes that whole feeling of kind of being stuck with somebody, like in a relationship, wanting to leave, but you just can't.
Shut my eyes and take my life. Sit alone and drown again.
Last year had two extremes for me, really good and really bad. Highs and lows, and most of the time I just ended up feeling empty and numb, and it led to a lot of depression for me and just more anxiety than I had. On top of that, I had so much self-doubt in myself. I just felt very lonely in 2016. I eventually did find happiness thanks to John, but this song really depicts my feelings for the most of that year.
I don't mind if we take our time, 'cause I'm all yours if you're all mine.
And finally, at this year, 2017, we have I Don't Mind by Defeater. For me, this song is all about becoming happy finally and just feeling so lucky to be with my man and working through our long distance relationship, being patient for when I can finally come see him and we can visit each other. This really is a love song, and it talks about just kind of admiring that person and sharing stories and memories with them and just being patient and being okay with where you are and taking things slow, because it'll all be worth it in the end. I don't mind if we take our time, and that's exactly how I feel in the year 2017. Next summer, I'm gonna be moving in with John, and I gotta be patient because I know I'm gonna be happy. All right, so that was a song for every single year of my life. I hope you guys did enjoy hearing a little bit more about me. I got to talk about some songs that I never really got to before, but I do hope this was enjoyable. And like I said, I hope any other music YouTubers out there will go ahead and do this video. Just give me credit, I guess. John, I'm calling you out. Please do this video. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Please give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. I make videos about music, bands, concerts, album reviews, record collections, all that kind of stuff. If you're into it, subscribe. And with that said, I will see you all in the next video.